Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Charlie. I'm being joined here today by Justin and by Beth. And they have been working through some of our missions programming and in particular with our partnership with schools and educators. And we just wanted to check in with you all and to celebrate those wins that we've been having in those specific areas over the last number of weeks. And so I'm going to invite Justin, first of all, to tell us a little bit about Sunday afternoon when we had a large number of teachers come through here to our free teachers school supply fair. So Justin, give us the numbers, tell us how awesome it was.
Yeah, it was great. I'm going to say I was a teacher for 3 years, and so I know how important something like this can be. And there's actually a teacher who came up and said, I count on this every year.
Wow.
I've been the last 3 years, and I count on this every year now to help supply my classroom. So it's making a big impact. So we had over 4,000, so we had 4,959 items that were donated. And those are items, not just like, 10 pencils is not 10 items. A pack of pencils is one item. So it was an amazing amount of stuff that came in. Every teacher that came in, we had this question: do I get like one of each thing, or which? No, get what you need, is what we told them. And so it was awesome. Some people took a box, some took 2 boxes. It's based on what they need. And so it was great to see that they were able to get as much as they needed from us. And we also even had some left over that we were able to donate then to Yulee Primary School. We actually gave stuff to Ella Love and some to America's Youth as well. And so I want to say great job to our congregation for bringing in all of these items, sending them in. It made a huge impact. And so not only did we, that amount of items, but also we had 68 teachers come from 20 different schools. So it's a much bigger area than maybe we think about. I mean, we have teachers come from Callahan, from, obviously here locally at Yulee Primary. We had teachers from Emma Love, just all the schools right around here. So it is neat to see how big of a net that we have now cast with this teacher supply drive. And I think part of it is that it's a unique opportunity. A lot of opportunities are out there for kids to get backpacks and school supplies, but teachers are not really supplied in that way. And so they end up using a lot of their own money. And so, like I said, it made a huge impact for a lot of different teachers that day. And for first-time teachers in particular, there's a few first-time teachers that came and just were so excited to be able to do that, because they don't even know what they need completely yet, but they know they need stuff, right? So they don't know everything, but they know they need tissues. That's one thing every teacher always needs.
That's amazing. 4,950 items. That means our target next year, guys, is 5,000 items, right? So, let's cross that line. That is staggering. And as I always say, every time we talk about stuff like this, clicking a button on your computer to send a box of things to Memorial for a school supply fair, oh my goodness, it has such a bigger impact than the clicking of the button in a moment. It ripples out right across this community. So I'm with Justin. Well done, church. I'm going to keep us moving here, and I want to hand over to Beth for a little while. And Beth, you are really sort of heading up our partnership with Yulee Primary School. And why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the things that have been happening there in recent weeks as well?
Okay, thanks. So the relationship with Yulee Primary School began with Pastor Carrie. She had kiddos there, so that's kind of how we got involved with them. And now this is our 3rd year of partnership with them. We're taking on a little bit more each year. Mostly what we have been doing and providing is teacher support. And we know how important that is. If you've had a child in school or know a teacher, you know that it's been a rough patch of several years for teaching. It's always a challenge, but it's been extra. And now the principal that is there, this is our 2nd year, and that is her goal is to raise morale, really love on those teachers. Last year, her theme was Fill the Bucket, and this year her theme is Better Together, which is just really shows what her focus is. So we provided a back to school breakfast for the orientation for new teachers last week. We brought some casseroles. It was a Better Together theme, so we had coffee and donuts, sausage and eggs, and peaches and cream parfait bar. So it turned out pretty well. They have a staff of about 70 teachers. So going forward, that's kind of who we'll be serving for. Sometimes it may be a morning meeting, a coffee and donuts. It may be a snack. It may be Teacher Appreciation Week with snack bags. We did a big goodie spread last year for their Christmas last day, and we'll try to make that just a little extra special for them. We usually put a sign up, Memorial United Methodist Church is behind you and with you, and we support you. And so that's the plan. And we are looking for a little crew. If you're wanting to do that, you can get in touch with me. We are going to be trying to increase our team.
That's awesome, Beth. Listen, first of all, thank you for everything that you're doing in terms of stepping into leadership in this role, and thank you for encouraging those teachers at Yulee Primary. It's amazing work. Margaret has worked in the schools the last several years, and she tells me some of the stories of discouragement, actually, quite frankly, that our teachers are having. So anything we can do to G them up and encourage them and keep them doing the good work that they're doing, we want to be a part of that. It is amazing to be part of a church that takes mission so seriously and ensures that love shows up in a multitude of ways. I want to thank Beth for her work in that. I want to thank Justin for his work in leading our missions team as a staff liaison there. And if you want to know more about missions or more about how you can be involved with this stuff, give us a call at the church office, and we'd love to talk to you more about that. But in the meantime, listen, have a great Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week, and we look forward to seeing you in worship this weekend.